Dontae's Boxing Nation, Dontae Williams, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. What's going on, Chris?
How about you? Fight week here, Bradley-Rios. This is an interesting fight. What's your breakdown of this?
You know what? Like I was saying on the radio show the other day, I think before the Diego Chavez fight, before the Jesse Vargas fight, I would have said Bradley is going to win easy. Like it's not even competitive. But since we've seen some wear and tear, that makes it a little bit more competitive. At the same time, I'm still going with Bradley. You know, the boxing skills is impeccable. You know, I don't really see Bradley outside of Brandon Rios getting on the inside and landing something, which that's what everyone is looking at. That's even Tim Bradley himself. Even he said that. He said the only way he could win is if he catches me with a lucky shot. That's the only way I see him winning. So I'm picking Bradley, man, to look impressive and outbox him. Maybe even get caught and maybe even get staggered, you know, within the 12 rounds. But I still see him winning the fight, though.
Gotcha. What do you know? This is a top-ranked promotion. What do you think of the whole promotional battles going on? You know, with the Premier Boxing Champions movement. What do you think of that and everything?
Man, I think it's good for the sport. What PBC is doing. I mean, Al Heyman and Floyd Mayweather, TMT, they signing all the fighters, and we're starting to get to see a lot of these fighters fight against each other. I mean, they're talking about Keith Thurman against Porter. We already seen Broner against Porter. You know, and I look at it this way, and I know it may not be that good of a thing for Bob Arum and Oscar, but if we have just one league, then we're going to get to see everybody fight against each other, and then it's on free TV. So most of the stuff is on free TV, and I think it's a good thing, man. I think I think the PBC series is just getting bigger and bigger. None of the boxers are complaining. They're getting paid more than other fighters with other organizations, so it's a good thing for boxing, man.
Gotcha. Now, you've been going through Mayweather Boxing Gym. We see your work there. Who catches your eye from that gym? What's your insider's view of what's going on in that gym these days?
I mean, there's a lot of talent in there, and I ain't leaving nobody out, you know. But, of course, you know, Devin Haney is looking like a beast. I think you left. You were there yesterday. You might not have seen him spar against the Olympic hopeful Shakur Stevenson. Yeah. Man, that was some good sparring. Yeah. That dude was a beast. So you got Devin Haney. You got Tank, you know, who's another, you know, Javante, another beast over there. I'm telling you right now, Floyd Mayweather and Al Heyman, man, they building a hell of a roster. You know, you got Andrew Sabiti, Memphis over there, and if I haven't mentioned anyone, if I forgot anyone, you know, it's all love. But those are the guys that's definitely standing out the most, and those are the ones that Floyd Mayweather are talking about the most as well.
2 weeks, you know, Cotto Canelo out here in Vegas. What about that fight?
Man, you know what? I'm in the minority, Chris. I really think that Cotto, I think a lot of people, they look too much at the fact that Cotto, he's been knocked out before and he's older. They just looking at stats. Yeah. But I truly believe that Cotto is he's a lot more talented. I think he has a better defense. He has a much better jab. He has better foot movement than Canelo. I think that tight defense that he has with his chin down is going to make it very difficult for Canelo to land clean shots. You know, so I think we're going to see a performance similar to the Sergio Martinez fight, even though, of course, Martinez is a southpaw, but it's going to be that in and out type of work. I think Canelo's going to be too wide. Don't get me wrong, Canelo, he has a chance to land a shot, but outside of that, I'm picking Cotto with the upset, man.
Are you a fan of Golovkin? Gennady Golovkin? What do you think of him? What do you think of him?
Hey, man, like I said, he's extremely talented, you know what I mean? And some of my fans, they think I criticize him too much, but, you know, it is what it is. You know, he's 34 years old, and the best fighter on his resume right now is David Lemieux. You know, that's all I'm saying. I want to see him step up. He's so talented. You know, fans, if they really like him and they really love him, they should want him to step up. You know, so I would like to see him. They're talking about him fighting against Toriano Johnson next. I think that's a step up. You know, the fact that you have a real aggressive fighter, not like David Lemieux, who sat back and just let it, you know, allow Golovkin to pepper him with the jab. David Lemieux is going to be, Toriano Johnson is going to be all over Golovkin. So I think that's a good test. But yeah, Golovkin is a beast, man. But we just have to see him step up and fight another beast and see how he does.
Good stuff, man. Always good catching up. How can fans reach out to you? Tell me about, you know, your YouTube channel. What's the concept behind it? You know, what can they expect and how can they reach out to you?
You know, they could just expect more growth, you know, a whole lot of evolution. You know, so I want you guys to tune in, subscribe to the channel. You know, I even appreciate the donations that you guys send. With my channel, you're going to get a whole lot of different things, interviews, you know, inside, you know, sparring and boxing, all different type of coverage and commentary.